The woman stranded on the deserted island was preparing food, but she was completely unaware of the danger behind her. Her husband quietly picked up a stick and silently approached her. Just as the man was about to make his move, bird calls suddenly came from not far away. The wife immediately turned to look. This startled the man into stopping, unable to move. Fortunately, the wife didn't notice. The man steadied his breathing, raised the stick in his hand, and struck down hard at his wife, but immediately regretted it after the blow. Seeing his wife lying motionless on the ground, he began to worry, wanting to check on her. He accidentally stepped into his wife's trap. The rope tightened and hoisted him up. After a long time, his wife finally woke up. She looked up and found her husband hanging in the air. She immediately understood. Her unconsciousness was related to her husband. She immediately realized her husband was also causing problems here. Thinking of this, she picked up the stick from the ground, ready to teach her husband a lesson. This sneaky man, just as she was about to act, she heard hurried footsteps in the distance. Thinking that besides the cannibals, there was no one else on the island. So, she showed a wicked smile, dropped the stick and ran away alone, leaving her husband to fend for himself. Seeing the cannibals approaching, the man desperately shook his body. Finally, before the cannibals arrived, he grabbed onto a hidden vine and barely escaped the cannibals. But the wife ahead wasn't so lucky. The cannibals had already spotted her and began chasing her. In her panic, the woman ran into the cannibals' lair. When the cannibals caught up, they found the woman had already disappeared. They didn't know that at this moment the woman was hiding in their grass hut. When the cannibals went elsewhere to search, the woman quietly slipped out, but before she could catch her breath, the cannibals caught up again. Just when she thought there was no escape, a large hand suddenly from behind pulled her into the cave. She thought she had encountered a cannibal. The woman struggled desperately, but when she looked, she discovered it was actually her husband who saved her. Even though her husband had saved her, she still wasn't grateful. Then, she picked up a cannibal weapon from the ground and attacked her husband without hesitation. The sharp weapon tore through the man's clothing. The man couldn't react in time. His wife struck at him again with the weapon. Fortunately, the man dodged in time and barely saved his life. Seeing his wife had become intent on harm, the man could only run for his life. His wife pursued relentlessly. In desperation, the wife picked up a clay pot from the ground, aimed at her husband and hurled it hard. The clay pot shattered everywhere. Her husband fell to the ground motionless. She thought her husband was pretending. The woman approached and kicked him hard twice, but her husband still didn't respond. The woman completely panicked.